I'm gonna make my own wedding dress in less than 3 months. We booked this last week. I have looked at the Reddit comments. I know that this is a stupid thing to do. Is that gonna stop me? No. I just love the idea of doing some draping. I don't know how to do draping. This is incredibly ill-advised, but I just want to do it. I just think it sounds fun. I will regret saying that. I'm gonna try and make a wedding dress, a passable wedding dress. I don't have my heart set on any particular thing except that it's a corset and then a full-ish skirt. Let's get into it. I'm so scared. So while I didn't have a particular design in mind when I started this project, I did have a Pinterest board with a lot of dresses on it, and most of them had this really fitted corset bodice and then an A-line skirt, usually with a floaty tulle, maybe a statement sleeve, and I really liked this curved neckline on this dress. So that was our inspiration. I went with the tape method to draft the corset pattern because I have no patience to source a commercial pattern and no skill for the inevitable pattern adjustments. If you want to try this and like me, you're only single jointed in your elbows, I highly recommend getting help. You only need to do one side because of symmetry, so I decided to draw 2 different designs. Can you guess which one I chose? Can you guess? Oh my god, I've had this pattern board cutout thing for years and I have never used it. I think I've lugged this around for like 3 different moves, but it actually came in so handy for this. Okay, so this is actually important. When adding the seam allowance, I removed about 1 centimeter from each seam at the waist so that it would actually cinch in a bit and leave a gap at the back for lacing. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. You're on the pattern pieces. I have transferred them all to these pattern pieces, and I also did a very confusing amount of maths. So what I've done is worked out what my regular waist measurement is, the natural waist, I think. I just kind of end up guessing. I'm going to lay out all of these pieces and go blank. One of the biggest problems with this entire project is that I don't know how to correct fit issues in patterns. So that's why I'm going for, we get the corset as tight and smooth as possible, we put a flowy skirt on it, bing bang boom, and it's done. I have never said bing bang boom in my life. What a good boy doing some nesting. No, you're okay, you're good. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I cut 4 pieces of fabric per pattern piece because the actual dress will have a few layers, so it seemed good to reinforce it. Also, there's going to be a lot of voiceovers in this video, so do you want me to talk about what I'm doing, or...? Oh, thank you. Like, do you want to hear my thoughts on the movie Carol? Hello, Inspector Alf. And there he is again. Hello, Alfred. 3rd time. It's looking too small. Okay, I know that I should look cute and aesthetic when I'm filming, but I'm going to be trying on my corset toile. I'm going to be trying on my corset toile heaps today. So I need something that's like easy to take off. Also, my hair is at the point where I cut it all off and it was this really cute, like short, flippy kind of Korean pixie cut. And I'm now so far past the point of needing a haircut that it's just a new haircut now. And it's looking slightly insane. And I'm here for it. So, where we're at. Where are we at? I thought this was too small, but it turns out that, yeah, corsets are meant to be tight. I'm actually feeling pretty happy with that. Wait for him to finish drinking. It's my fault. I'm the one who sets up my camera where he has food and water. Wow. Gosh. Thirsty boy. So yeah, I reinforced the pieces by sewing 2 layers of canvas, well, 2 layers of, what is this? Not couture. It starts with C. The cotton fabric that we use for mock-ups here in Australia. I need some zip ties that are going to fit in between the seam allowances. And these ones are all I've got left. I had ones of this thickness, and I've only got 2 of them left, but also these aren't quite long enough, so I need to go down to Bunnings. When I do the actual one, I'll put the lining on and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, what was the point of filming this? I think I did this whole thing just to tell you that I'm going to go to Bunnings, and then I'm going to go to Bunnings and come back and it'll be like, I never went. So yeah, I need to go get more zip ties. I'm also going to pick up potatoes? Is that how you say it? Oh my gosh. Potatoes. But yeah, I need to go and pick up potatoes for dinner. I've ruined the whole thing. Why did I even say that? There's no joke now. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the shops, I'm gonna come back, and then we're going to add in some boning channels. So my... It's paused again. So my mock-up. Then I might try, I guess, sort of adding a skirt thing. All right, I should go do something. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, wow, it's sunny. Oh my God, it's so sunny. It's me. It's platonic. I wonder if that was on purpose. Well, this is the fit, and I'll tell you what, I cannot bend over in the slightest. This part, you can tell it's like gaping here. The side seams are a little bit forward. I'm not particularly worried about that. The only thing I think that I really need to correct is up here where these points have ended up being. A little bit out of breath, this is time. You know what's funny is they call this a modesty panel, like when you cover it up here, and I don't think modesty is the right word, although it is at least a shorter word than saying I don't want my back fat showing, because it does really just like push it in there. We've got a little bit of a gape here. Look at that, plenty of room for the mic to sit. The main problem with this being here is that there's a little bit much of me on display. I'm gonna have to add in some more, so that'd be like the center of the point. And it needs to come up. How do I fix this? How do you add parts onto a pattern? I might put this on my dress form with the bra and see if it lines up similar to this. So, as long as I can fix this bit, we're in business. Oh, I'm gonna make my own wedding dress. I feel a bit mental. Okay, bye. So, it turns out she has a vastly different shape to me. There's so much room in the hips. I just don't really know how I'm supposed to smooth this out. I don't know, do I put fabric on there? I swear I've seen people pin fabric to these. When I tell you this took all of my brain power, from how much I talked to myself, you would have thought I was trying to solve interdimensional space travel. Plus, I kept saying things like, these two are going to converge if I'm not careful. Also, if you're wondering, Carol was amazing. I rewatched it within a week. This is hot garbage. So what I have done is kind of like drawn where the current pattern pieces end, and I've added these little sections and numbered them. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. We can do this. So I have attempted to keep track of the changes I'm making to the pattern. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut them and then add the seam allowance back. And also add on my little pieces that I draped. So these ones as well. Wish me luck. Here we go. I have my tea. I have my pieces to cut up. Bye-bye, corset. So I'll tell you about the mock-up in a second, but first I want to tell you that I frequently need to check if the camera is still filming or that I'm in focus, and I'm tired of trying to edit these out of my time lapses, so if you see my face flash up for half a second, know that I am making the frog face. Great, now for this mock-up, I decided to use this stiffer pink denim so I wouldn't have to reinforce it. The denim is actually an IKEA curtain that I got at the op shop, and I want to make some jeans out of it, but I hear that attempting to make jeans breaks people, so my audacity and inability to accurately assess my own capabilities says yes. I guess I'll have a drink. Oh, it's hot. Where are we at? I've pinned together the pink denim one. I found that no matter how much I worked on trying to adjust these pattern pieces, it just didn't line up, particularly this piece, number 2. Basically what I've done is on this side here, I matched the pattern pieces along the bottom, and on this side here, I matched the pattern pieces along the top. So the bottom's all skewy. And then I guess I'm just gonna see which one works best. I'm gonna get to sewing this one and see if we can make any progress today. Also, I tried so many different attempts to like do my hair this morning. I mean, short of putting actual product in it or, you know, blow drying it or straightening or anything. But I tried putting some pigtails in and like a ponytail, and each one looked more unhinged than the last. So we're just going with this. Deal with it. Dishwasher's done. So what I have done is I have only put the boning channels in the back here, It's definitely, like, that's better. I think it was a cuter shape before. It's now overshot the strap. This is kind of like gaping a little bit. It sticks out. So I'm gonna shape this top a little bit more and then put the boning channels in and see how that looks. I think we're getting closer. I think. Okay, while I was meant to be doing this voiceover, I started scrolling Instagram and I saw all these really pretty wedding dresses, and now I'm freaking out about how this is gonna look. This is gonna be okay, isn't it? Like, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna be fine. I just want bobbin chicken. That's never happened before. I have been sewing for so long and I have never won bobbin chicken. Hot damn. We did it. This is the shape for the bodice. I don't even know what to do next. I hadn't really thought that I would get past this. Now it's just a skirt and then all of the draping and making it look professional. Oh, that's fun. Making it look professional and finished. I guess we go and find a skirt fabric. Ow! Oh, they're so sharp. Let's have a look. You know what? While we're here. Oh, you have to come with me. Ow! I love this. I gotta make a dress or something out of this at some point. I think it's like a bedspread. That's a linen curtain, that's linen, that's denim, that's wool. I've got a fair bit of wool that I've gotten. This one's quite thin. All right, well, we're gonna need 2 different ones, so I'll get 2 different fabrics just so I can keep track of it. Yep, okay. Those 2 will do. Ow! Ow, ow, ow! Here comes the boy. Hello, Elf Mouth. Hi. I spent the afternoon with the camera on charge, so what I did in the meantime, please don't walk on that, Elf Mouth, off, thank you. No. Okay, this is my fault, clearly. I have my circle skirt pattern here and he's just walked all over it, so actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut it out while I'm talking. My heater keeps making it roll up. Stop it. Look, it is Friday afternoon. What do you want from me? Okay, so I think we just try this again. Hi, how's it going? So what I spent the afternoon doing was sketching some of the designs, which are really just copies of other people's designs, but they're very expensive designs, so I think that's kind of fine. This is the one that's winning, I think, at the moment. But we've got the lace details on the side, which I really like, and some chantilly underneath, potentially some detachable sleeves, and a crown, because I want one. That's based on one of the other designs that was in my inspiration pictures. That's got lace kind of more over the bodice, the drapey shoulders that I'm not really sold on, and also this skirt style that I think looks awesome at the moment, but I wonder if that's something that's going to make the dress look really dated in a couple of years. Also, it's a ton of sewing. And then I've also sketched out these 2, which are my version of the Eisenstein dresses that I tried on at a boutique where the dresses cost $9,500. And they're not silk, they're all synthetic. So no. Hello, Editing Ashley here. I need to interrupt because this is the dress. I wanted to put this B-roll in, but who is this guy? Like, is he a hitman? Is it meant to be romantic? Because it feels threatening. So that aside, it is a gorgeous dress. I love it. Mine's not going to look anything like this, so like calm down. And this is the other one, but this is a T-length version, but I tried it on in the full length and it's gorgeous as well. Again, mine will not look like this. I cannot stress that enough. But also, they are very complicated. This one's probably too complicated to do. These 2, unfortunately, are probably higher up in my list of what I would like, but they are the most difficult to achieve. The other option is also just making the base skirt and bodice, and then just grabbing some organza, some lace, some tulle, and just having a play around with it and seeing how I feel about it, which is probably what's going to end up happening anyway. The other thing that I was doing was trying to do the maths. There we go. Oh. There are the pattern pieces. Oh no! Alf, wait! Come. I don't remember what I'm up to. Is that where you're gonna sit? Is that the spot? Excuse me, Alfred. My pattern needs to go there. Thank you for the sniffs. Excuse me. Oh, thank you for drooling on the fabric. I think what I do, if I just extend this line out. I don't know if that's gonna make any sense. I think this is gonna look really weird. I just think this is gonna make a little point at the end. This is bad. This is so bad. Nothing for it though. This is how we'll learn. I probably could have Googled it.
Excuse me. What ADHD feels like.
When I see women on the street, I flee in the other direction.
I tried to do a cool camera transition, but I have no idea how to do that and I don't know how to line up the shots, so maybe here it is. Anyway, here is the skirt. It has a little tiny train, which is what I'm looking for. It worked, but the angle is off. So the front piece, I think, has to be adjusted as well. I'm gonna grab the mannequin and see what this looks like with the corset on it. Although I don't know that that mannequin can get tall enough. Never mind, she's taller than me. I guess what I should probably do is put some padding on her. I'm sure I've got some tights I was gonna throw out. Okay, no tights, but I had thrown one of my favorite tank tops in the op shop bag, so whoops. Maybe for now, I'll just stuff some socks up there. I mean, a little bit bulky, but probably accurate. I mean, that's not bad. Please ignore all of the surrounding mess. That is not bad. Bad? Oh God, what's wrong with my pronunciation? Pronunciation? Jesus. Guess I'll try it on. Whoop, whoop. This is too long and I keep falling over it, and there was a terrifying moment where I thought I was gonna die in the bathroom. This layer of skirt and this layer of corset, these I'm gonna do in like a nude beige kind of color that then all of the white layers can go on top of. White/ivory. Why is this going so well? This was way quicker than I thought in terms of a mock-up. I might order a crown soon too, because that just looks fun. Will I be able to dance in this? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This is the kind of dress you would wear to do a waltz in anyway. Oh, do you know what? So that I don't trip on it so much, I might put the horsehair braiding stuff on the bottom of it. That's what I'll do. See how that makes it hold, because I have tons of that stuff that I got from the op shop. $5 for the whole amount. What a win. Bye. I haven't been saying bye at all. I am so sorry. How are you doing? Did you end up making that cake? You know, the one you were talking about with the, I want to say lemon. My friend gave me lemon myrtle. Anyway. I don't think I want to pin this. I can't be bothered. Let's see if it gives the hem some nice structure. For a quick little spoiler, it's not going to give it any nice structure, but I have ADHD, so I don't really do well with structure anyway. I have a feeling that I'm doing this really incorrectly. Okay, that I don't know. I never looked it up. Oh boy. Ooh, my shoulder is starting to hurt. By the way, if you enjoy hearing complaining, this might be the channel for you. Oh, the little cold bear. Why aren't you in your bed? You all curled up. There you go. What a good boy. Good job, Alf Meow. I really don't know how to do this part. Hi, Alfred. Sorry. Oh, it's not good. It's bubbling a lot. Maybe this is why everyone used the thin horsehair braid. Hi. Watch out for the pins. Please watch out for the pins. Careful, don't sit on the pins. Does he want cuddles? It's a cuddle time for Alf Meow. It's definitely not the look. No. Honestly, a huge relief. It's such a hassle to get in and out of, but I kind of do want to try it on with the train like that just to see how it feels. Just quick. But this actually is really keeping the train out, making it easier to walk in so that I'm not tripping on it. It looks so prancy. I don't think this is a good angle. Okay, that looks really bad. This thing was lying. What did they mean 20 centimeters? This is way bigger than my waist. I'll tell you what, it's bad lighting, it's bad everything. I'm just gonna sew that, all right? Take my word for it. So there is it from the front. It's so messy, don't look at anything else. I need to figure out how to blur the background. I think that's a really pretty shape. I tried comparing these two cotton fabrics to my skin tone, but I wasn't really sold on either of them. I ended up choosing this bone-coloured fabric because that's how I'd like to describe my complexion. What are the things we do to get discount fabrics? If I'm honest though, my complexion's more like reverse dapple. It's a kind of colouring a horse can have. Okay, so that was another fail. I'm gonna go to Spotlight and just see what they have. For our Americans, assume that Spotlight is Joann's with less options. I cannot begin to tell you the amount of laces and lace motifs I looked at on Etsy and other websites. I chose these and just crossed my fingers that they would actually arrive. I also bought a bunch of stuff from Silk & Stitch, most of which aren't actually for this project, but I just got excited, okay? Like, there's such pretty things there. Also, mostly what I bought was remnants and couture offcuts, because it's from an actual bridal couture shop in Melbourne, so it's local and it's eco-friendly. Good morning. I was reviewing some of my videos from yesterday and I realised that I have a whopping mullet at the moment, so I have booked in a haircut for 2 days' time. Now we're trying this, and honestly I tried my best. It's my draper's bag. I went with this colour. I feel like it's a fairly close match to my skin. So this is the fabric. It's got a nice handle to it. So happy with that. About $125. I went to Frank Stewart and I also chatted to a very nice lady there who told me about someone who's planning a wedding that she knows who is spending $150,000 on it. So that's a lot. She's spending $16,000 to have her dress made. So far I am at $730-ish. So I got a tulle. Oh, it's so soft and pretty. I thought I was going to go with ivory, but I loved how much this looked. I really love how this looks in the white. So I went with a soft white, not like a white. This is my precious tulle, which is $20 a meter. Oh my god. So this right here is 15 meters. Originally it was like, I need 30 meters. And then when I was there, I thought maybe I'll just get 20 meters. Look, if I need more, I'll go back there and get more. So we got that sorted. So then I came home and I was like, we're on a roll, let's get everything else sorted. So I punched myself in the shoulder. So I went onto the Silk & Stitch website, which I have just been frothing over for a while. I picked up a lace, a Chantilly lace, to use as the underlayer, which will go underneath the full skirt here. It's going to go over the bone layer, but underneath all of the tulle. So I've got the Chantilly, I got the thin crinoline trim, because of course they sold that as well, God bless them. I got treasure trove boxes. So yeah, probably for a later project, but I also thought it'd be good to have a backup in case I see anything, because the way that my brain works, I'm less of a designer, I think, and I'm more of a, what would you call it? A scavenger. Yes, I am more of a scavenger. I'm really excited about these treasure trove boxes because I think that a design will come to me from it. I like just putting stuff up and playing with it. Feeling good, feeling good. Not about my hair though. So I pinned some gathers in place and rather unnecessarily sewed this on the dress form. It's much harder than it looks. Yeah, that's pretty. I decided to try adding fullness to the skirt by inserting a godette, which I thought was a gore, but apparently they're different. I'm just thinking these pins are going to fall out of tulle, so I might be better off with those little clippy things. You know, the plastic teeth things. That's not lining up. It's not lining up. I'm gonna get the book. I'm gonna check the book. Oh. The godette normally goes into a seam line. If I put that there, okay. It's a good day. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. It's almost like hard to tell, but this is the godette sewn in. So now it's further than a full circle skirt, so it like comes up. And so then the next bit of pattern testing that I want to do is this little snail shell. I wanted to try this because this is what was on the Eisenstein dress, but I'll tell you what, this is one of those tasks where it'd be really good to have a rotary cutter and a cutting mat. If I decide I like how this looks, this is definitely an efficient way to use the fabric. I mean, obviously this isn't how the tulle will hang. It's looking pretty silly right now, to be honest. Efficient, but silly. Yeah. Oh. Stuff everywhere. So these look absolutely atrocious. They look so bad. They need to be a lot wider than that. These are really difficult to cut out. I also don't love the look anyway on the Eisenstein dress. So I'm thinking we're gonna probably do the godettes and possibly just a couple of layers of tulle to get that fullness. How do I turn this around? Does this turn? Oh, wait, how am I zooming? How does that work? Oh. Just like that. Oh, okay. I decided it would actually be a good idea to draft the circle skirt pattern pieces because drawing on that tulle was going to be a nightmare. Oh god. Why was that so difficult? This is so much paper and circles and stuff. Why am I out of breath? Alfie, good boy. Okay, you're walking on it now. Even though I sat there and did the math on this for so long, I still got it wrong. So like, don't let anyone tell you that circle skirts are an easy starter for new sewers. Ow! I've pinned the overskirt in place. This is a lot of fabric. I think the dancing is just gonna be like this kind of dancing. I'm gonna have trouble with anything else. But yeah, honestly, I think that does it. Ow! Oh gosh. Look at that. That's nice. I know it's real messy, but I'm real happy with it. All right, I will see you soon. Ah! All right, I'm taking this off. That's a bad one. I think I will see you in part 2. Oh, it's a grumpy boy. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, oh, buddy. I think I have gotten rope burn. Ow. I just heard a bird. Elle's just watching me. How you doing?